Hey guys, welcome back. We are loading out for a little mission here. Got a crash landed scout. And this is going to be another meld gathering errand, hopefully. Our problem is we've run out of soldiers. It's a fairly real problem. I can double mission a variety of people fairly easily. And I do have probably 3 days before the next mission. There probably isn't another abduction. There could be. Probably not. I think I'll double mission Olsen to lead the mission, and I'm actually going to bring 3 infantry because I've got them available. We'll bring Devine. Doesn't have suppression, but he'll be useful. 1 sniper, 1 heat warhead rocketeer. I'm gonna grab my terrible specialist assault here, and I think rather than bringing a rookie, I should exhaust a gunner. We can just exhaust Ruslan though. So this is fine. It's more of a putting experience on specialists and lance corporals mission than a level up a rookie mission, but our team is still quite strong. A little bit low on cover destruction, but we can put a high explosive grenade on somebody, and we can bring 2 full rockets. And our infantry can probably kill stuff that's sitting in cover anyway. Not a particularly nuanced squad, that's for sure. I need to build a couple more scopes and upgrade my scopes. That's going to be something I do next month, I think. I'm going to give Devine a scatter laser, actually. Well, let's give him a regular shotgun, I guess. And he'll be part of my flanking crew, along with Maldonado. Do I have room for 1 more soldier? Surely not. I'm gonna give my gunner an alloy plate. I was gonna get all fancy there, but no. No, that's not correct. And a backup medkit. I'm confused. Clearly there's 1 more soldier on my roster, because I have everybody in Carapace right now, and I'm not meant to be able to do that. Oh, yeah, here he is. Duh. He's the guy just sitting right there with no equipment yet. Let's give a... Oh yeah, let's put the medkit on him, and I'm actually going to give my gunner a high explosive grenade, because we're really lacking in cover destruction here. No arc thrower on the mission. It's fine. Awkward, but hopefully strong enough squad.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada. It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area. If there are civilians in the area, I hope they stay clear.
It's just not really the mission that we want to run into, like a Cyberdisc and a Mechtoid or something like that. I think that... No. They can deploy Cyberdiscs on crashed smalls, but they can't get Mechtoids or Berserkers yet. I don't think.
Strike 1 is ready to secure the craft. Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
I always put the motion tracker on the worst possible guy. Alright, let's go find out what this is. Got 2 mutons. We're fighting for meld here, so hence moving quickly. Unfortunately, though, we put ourselves in a little bit of a pickle. Don't have holo targeting. So we probably want to spend a couple of turns on clearing this out. That should be quite doable, though. I've got a smoke available for like right here. Suppress one guy. Some blend of hunkering and Overwatch with infantry. Like, I think Olsen has a big enough hit point bar that he can get away with just overwatching. Making sure the guy who's suppressed gets pinned down. Let's take this shot because it's the only thing that this guy's going to do this turn. Nice. Can go here. You know, I could have probably been suppressing from heavy cover, huh? We need suppression on this guy so that he can't just chuck a grenade at us. So that's why I'm picking him over the back muton. Oh boy. We're rolling pretty well to hit here. I'm going to take a 66% to just get that guy out of here. Okay, good stuff. I'll actually use a flashbang instead of a smoke grenade. I think flashbangs are a little bit more awkward to use effectively. Okay. How's that for a first turn? We're dashing forward after pulling a pod. I'm a fan. I'm gonna steady a rocket here just in case like something absolutely crazy happens. Got a thin man or two on the map somewhere. I should have shot with the shotgun first so that I was proccing Executioner. That would have made a lot more sense. Also, this guy may have Steadfast. Nope. Well, if he did, what I did would have been even dumber. Nice! Alright, so we have a melt can. Let's go collect that. Isn't this the exact same landing zone we had in the last mission? I feel like it is. We did a fighter, and we just like ran up here. Yeah, and then we crossed all the way over here, and the floater pod was back there. It was really obnoxious. Alright, so I don't have Hollow. Does my sniper have Deadeye? Where's my sniper? Sniper has Deadeye. I'm gonna drop him back. Some nice easy pods. Just 2 mutons. 1 Thin Man and 1 Seeker is hardly the end of the world. Okay. Not 100% certain where the Thin Man went, but I'll just sort of work it out as we go. There he is. I don't think I can see the Seeker from this cover, just making things more awkward. It's a good little zap. I'm just going to shoot twice with Olsen. Procking Executioner now. That's meant to be the thing that you say before the alien dies. You're not meant to proc Executioner and miss. Guys. This is disappointing to me. Okay, there you go. I really enjoyed the Seeker death animations. I think they're my favorite. Let's use a smoke grenade this turn. A little bit worried about a flank happening here. I don't think it would be lethal, even if the guy flanked and hit and crit. But there's no reason to let that happen. Got 2 meld. Plenty of time left on the first scan as well. Okay, I'm probably about to run an Overwatch. It's okay. I'm gonna declare that worthwhile. Turns out I am not. So, Thin Man looks like he wanted to die. Got the other meld on the motion tracker, it's right about here. Didn't run into another pod, that's probably good. It's a good start. Yeah. Thin Man understandably wants to run away. Gonna have a little bit of trouble finishing him off, potentially. Not sure if this is in range. It is not. Alright, well, while we're tracking him down, we gotta collect this meld. There's no real way around that. I'm just going to move to the tree next turn and then grab the meld the turn after. And the rest of the squad will move this way. In order to grab the second can that we've been hearing. Getting every scout UFO is so important. You get so much from these missions. You gotta consider not only the UFO bits and the corpses, but also the experience in the meld. Damn. Sounded like there was a drone making noises on the map somewhere. Looks like we'll be just in time for this. And we need to keep moving semi-rapidly for this meld. Make sure that doesn't pull an outsider. Okay, good. Oh, maybe it was just a meld sound, not a drone. They sound similar to me. It would make sense if that was just a meld sound. Let's bring my assault back into the fold a little bit. Thin Man got away for a while, but I'm confident that we'll finish him off sooner or later. Having my officer separate from the team doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's what we're doing. We have 2 drones next. It seems like the later you go into the game, the weaker the alien loadout on scouts gets. I don't know why. Tin Man's coming back. He wants more. So that's all the pods. Should probably find out if this is pulling an outsider. Nope. Oh, we've still got 8 in the cans. That makes this a fairly successful mission, I would say. My gunner has a high explosive grenade that I could use to kill the Thin Man. But I'd prefer the corpse, and I don't see why we shouldn't be able to get it. Let's bring my assault up and let him do what he does. Oof. Was not quite the damage that I wanted. I was just hoping to half kill it. Okay, we can suppress the Thin Man. Let's just let these guys go to work on the drones. I'm going to suppress the Thin Man still, even though I have a flank on him here. Reason for that is that the flank is going to force him to run, and then we'll get an uncovered shot at him with the suppression. Oh. It's an invisible drone. Okay. Sometimes I rely on squad sight working, and then it seems like it doesn't. Some good damage. Gonna let my Rocketeer have another go with the laser carbine. He got the Seeker earlier in the mission. Yeah, he's doing well. Okay, turns out I could have probably just killed the Thin Man. Well, I'm gonna get another Overwatch on him. I think this will just straight up be a 100% shot. Actually, I could flush him here. Let's do it. Okay. I'm not sure whether the Overwatch hit, but that was way cooler than doing things a normal way. That's what I'm gonna say anyway. I haven't seen signs of any other meld cans, but it's possible one's way off in the far corner. You couldn't write it off, so I'm still gonna move fairly quickly here. The outsider is not a ridiculous threat or anything. It's probably the strongest alien on the map. The strongest pot of aliens on the map even. I don't know, the 2 mutons could give it a run for its money. But still, with all of its friends already dead, it should not be tough to kill it. Playing with fire a little bit there. Okay. Should get an audio indicator on the outsider next turn. Looks like I have 2 turns left on this melt can, making good time. Still playing with fire with the outsider. If there is another melt can to our left, I probably have 3 or 4 turns to grab it. So the risk I'm taking is a little bit needless. I'm going faster than I need to. That's okay though. It's also a very, very, very low risk. Negligible risk. There he is. That was not exactly the time that I wanted him to pull, but I think we've got him anyway. I could just take 2 of these and he'd die probably. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Game's gonna make me be a little bit more creative. I thought I'd just have a 100% without having to do anything. Damn! He just dealt 5. That's not very much. Alright. Pretty straightforward, easy mission. Nice and quick. I didn't count the turns, but it was not many turns. Got a promotion on Devine. Promotion on Chachuk. Grab heat ammo on him so he can reliably start to think about shooting mechs. 545, 66. 646, 67. Shit. If I want him to shoot stuff, I'd like him to get some aim. And just a smoke grenade on Devine. 541. What? 571. 73. Yeah, because 71 is just not a normal number to say. But yes. 571, 73. 574, 75. A more human level up. Quite a bad level up, but I got all the meld. Oh, that was another. Was that intact everything? There's no damage stuff to sell. I didn't even think about it, but apparently we got an intact power source and 2 flight computers there. I was planning on starting another laser cannon with the resources from that mission. But if everything's intact, it's harder. I'm going to sell a little bit of Valerium, maybe. I also potentially need to buy another interceptor. Or 2 more interceptors. Let's wait until the beginning of July to do that. I'm saving so much meld right now that I'm just getting to spend far less money. Like, I've saved $1,000 of meld, and $1,000 goes a long way. A very, very long way. That's a very, very large amount to have banked right now. You can do so much with $1,000. So yeah, that's causing me to not be able to spend quite as much as I want on things, and I think that I probably want to aggressively sell some Illyrium here to start another laser cannon. I need to go up to 88, which means 56. Do you like how my face contorts when I do mental math? Oh, my webcam's turned off. Well, trust me, you probably do. I actually only needed 84 apparently. Okay, that could easily be the end of the month. Good shit. I'm looking forward to July quite a lot, and if we hit it here, I'll wind the video up, and the next time you can find out why. I'm gonna check resources one more time because we may have knocked them down to like 70. Doesn't actually do anything though, does it? Threat level is max. Research is at 119. So we're a wee way away from the next breakpoint. And resources are at 82. Okay. Oh.
Commander, we're tracking several
Whoa.
reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
So it turns out that we got the max possible missions out of this month. We rolled 3 on 2.5 abductions and rolled 4 on 3.5 scouts, which is good. Missions are good. We are running into exhaustion problems in the roster here. So I'm going to have to do some double missioning, and I'm also going to have to pull some pretty strong soldiers onto this one because this is a swarming. I don't think the situation's enough to justify exhausting Hicks when he's only got 2 days of fatigue left. Just want to make sure I'm not like less than 8 hours away from the last carapace. Not quite. Oh, I have 3 laser cannons building? That's too many. Well, I'll just cancel one next month, whatever. I only need like... Oh, I have 4 building. That's where all my money went. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to cancel 2 of those for more interceptors at the beginning of next month. It doesn't hurt to be building them right now, though. This is some very real roster strain. So if the aliens keep going with missions at this pace, next month we're potentially going to start missing some missions. I could actually let this one go. Nigeria's already dead. All this mission gives me is maybe meld, but probably not. $115, which is real. That's a real thing, to be sure. We've got time before the aliens hit their next breakpoint, and we have 8 carapace armors, so we'll do okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of exhausting. Well, quite a lot of exhausting. I'm not gonna take a rookie on this mission. I think I'll try to make do with 3 specialists. And then we'll exhaust 5 soldiers. So I'm going to lead the mission with Johnson. Let's exhaust Ongano, Van Dorn, Hall. I'm missing an engineer pretty hard. I'm gonna put the exhaustion here because this mission potentially gets us to repair on when. I think that it sort of works out timeline-wise to have him exhausted right now. Okay, I'm gonna go full laser rifle on Fletcher. I'm probably gonna give... But I think other soldiers need the scopes. Okay, let's give lots of rockets to my Rocketeers. This could easily turn into a situation where we're firing 2 rockets a turn. Map type is urban block. Swarming abductions on these can get nasty, and my squad is not strong. Just not strong in any way, really. Well, okay. We've got 7 carapace and... Okay, my squad's strong. But it's much weaker than my squads have been in previous missions. That's probably not what you want to bring. Yeah, the laser strike rifle seems like a better idea. It's all my scopes gone, but I think we're okay with that. Go marksman scope alloy plate on hull. My soldiers just have so much health for what the aliens can do. Plus 5 explosive grenades. So I'm missing smokes and flashbangs. We're just going to have to rely on our armor, which is pretty strong, so we should be fine. Okay. And if we complete this mission, which hopefully we will, we bring Panic in Nigeria down to 98 out of 100, and I believe we have something like a 5% chance of them not leaving at the end of the month. So we got that going for us. I don't know what the exact math is. It's a pretty low chance. It's not like the math is ever relevant, so there's not much reason to memorize it.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation. Current updates from the ground indicate the aliens are moving within the city limits. We should get down there and secure the area as quickly as we can.
Okay, I really like this map. I'll see you guys next time for Operation Fallen Druid.